Hey friend, it's Laura with Save with Laura. Thank you for joining me today. It is Thursday. That is cash stuffing and cash unstuffing and that Snowball update. So let's just get started with cash stuffing. And we completed one challenge for Mini Monday last week. And this saved us $1, 2, 3, 4. So 4, 8, $12 to go to clothing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And I said 8 in my most southern. Y'all look what I found. My calculator. It was on my kitchen table. Covered under some stuff. Is your kitchen table your catch-all? Let me know in the comments. It is definitely our catch-all. So we are looking for the clothing. Here we go. So yesterday the 26th, today's the 27th. I'm filming on a Tuesday. So we're just going to call this the 27th. And this is by Steph's on a Budget. And we're just going to call this Love since that's what's on there. 12. And to celebrate, we're going to use the calculator. And so we have $120 in our clothing fund. Okay. And this is going to go in our handy dandy little pouch. You will see this pouch on Tuesday because we're going to open it up and we are going to count up and see how much we've saved in completed challenges, not what we've saved through the entire month of April, but completed challenges. So let's take a second and flip through to see if we need to unstuff anything. We're not touching the trip. Car maintenance is good. Housing is good. Dinner is good. My husband's out of town for the next 2 weeks. Medical. Y'all stay on top of your medical bills. I see a nurse practitioner for my primary care, and I have seen him for 20 years at this point, except for about a 6 to 8 month period when he changed practices. Well, he's changed practices again. And I followed him again to this next practice. When you have someone who listens to you and they help you solve your medical problems, you stick with them. So I changed practices when he left. And so I went to his new office and I got the bill and they hadn't even applied insurance at that point when they sent it to me. I'm like, is this right? And they're like, no. And then I'm like, I got another bill this past week, and I'm like, is my copay included? Why? It says the amount I owe is the amount of my copay. Can you check? And the guy's like, I think it's just the difference between what the insurance paid and your copay. I'm like, well, let's not think. Please, let's figure this out. And so he goes in, he's like, okay, let me do the math. And he's like, yep, you owe your copay. Or you paid your copay, it's applied. So I got a text this morning about it, which I told the guy I'd work it into my May budget. And he said, okay. Well, I got a text this morning. And it was the same amount as the copay, which I knew. I called back again. And I got a different person, and I'm like, hey, can we just check and see if this is my copay that hasn't been applied? And he did some digging. He's like, I'm going to put in to have that copay applied to your bill. That's what it is. I'm like, glad I made the second phone call because that first dude just was going to have me pay it, which I would have used it at my next appointment. But still. All right. So, y'all. Stay on top of your medical bills. It was so funny. The guy I talked to this morning, sorry if you hear noises, my 5-year-old Labrador's decided to lick himself. So the guy was doing okay, what's your first and last name? What's your mailing address? And what's the last 4 of your social? And I started spitting it off before the questions were answered. And by the time we got to this last for the social question, I was already spitting off the number. He's like, sounds like you know the drill. I'm like, yeah, my husband had $430,000 in medical bills. And so this isn't my first time doing this. He's like, No, it's not. So, yeah, when you deal with lots of medical bills. This was about 8 or 9 years ago. He fell at a tree and then had a 14-inch blood clot. Yes, I said 14-inch. It was his knee to his belly button. Okay, going through our second envelope, we save our second money pouch thingy. Car tag, nothing. We don't need to touch that till October. Hunting license we'll touch in June. Escrow we're not touching. Hurricane we're not touching. Optavia we should be touching, but my husband said he is good on his stuff out in Texas, so he doesn't need anything. Not touching Walmart till it looks like October. Oh, we can do this math real quick. 268 plus 48 equals, so we have $316. And then lawn care we're not touching. Vet we're not touching. 2027 we're not. Banquet we're not touching. And that is it. So, oh, update on debt snowball. Let's flip all the way back here. So we are working on our care credit account, and I am unhappy to report that we did not pay any extra this week to that bill. Sometimes that happens, so we still owe $1,211.22 to care credit. Got a plan in place. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it will be paid off by June. That's the goal. Stretch goal. May not happen, but let's see if it happens. So, guys, it was short, sweet, to the point, and I rambled a little bit. But thank you for joining me. Come back and see me on Saturday because we are going to do our Box Challenge Saturdays where we save for Christmas 2026 and birthdays for 2026. So, see you then. Bye.